Star Wars on the NES. Developed by LucasArts and released by JVC in 1991. The goal of the game is to collect R2-D2, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Han Solo, then to get to the Millennium Falcon and fly to the Death Star or something. I don't really know because I think I never really got past the Han Solo part. The game, it looks okay, the flying around is really fun to do. The fighting system, the gameplay is, I don't know. The thing that bothers me about this game that makes it so difficult is the controls. Not really the controls, the reaction thing. Running and jumping becomes really important really soon. And getting the speed with the running, the way Luke jumps, and it is so it gets on your nerves, and you're probably gonna die most of the times because of the jumping. Because it's a fun game, it's a really fun game. I think I started it so many times, but I just put it down because the controls were so annoying. For me at least. 5th place, Star Wars on the NES. Released by Mindscape in 1990 on the NES is Mad Max. Mad Max gains 4th place. It's based on the second movie, Road Warrior. The main goal is just to survive the post-apocalyptic area. You start off by driving around in your car, which is so cool and I love doing it. You get small areas, which you find while driving around in your car, like mines, in which you have to gather supplies. After you beat one level, you get to an arena where you have to survive a destruction derby. I never got to one of the arenas before. I think maybe once, I don't know. The game is so fucking hard, mainly because the supply of gas is so limited. You can get more gas by buying it with food and water, which you can gather in the mines. And when you get to the mines, you have a gun which has severely limited ammunition. So everything in this game, it is not that the game itself is difficult, because it's not, but everything is so limited. It's almost, like, it's a survival. It really is a survival game. It is so fucking hard, just because of the limited supply of crap you get. I love the driving, even the shooting is fun. Graphically, the game isn't even that good, but the gameplay is real fun. 4th place, Mad Max. Rogue Squadron for the GameCube, released in 2001, developed by Factor 5 and LucasArts, and released by LucasArts. The difficulty of this game is incredible. The missions are so precise, and no matter how good and skillful you are, you never know when a fighter is gonna come up behind you. Right now I think I'm stuck on a mission, and I've been trying that mission for 100 times and I can't get it. It's just so hard. You have to be everywhere, and you can't be everywhere. Rogue Leader, I love it. It looks amazing. Together with the NES, the GameCube is one of my favorite systems, and graphically it looks amazing, and the controls respond so well. You can fly basically however you want to fly. You can make a looping, pretend like 180, 360, go under him, above him. Sometimes it's so hard to shake an enemy that no matter what you try, you end up killing yourself because of the maneuvers you have to make to try to get behind the enemy. Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader, 3rd place. Okay, to the New Zealand story on the NES. It was released as Kiwi Craze in the US. Released in 1988 as an arcade by Taito. It's published and developed by Taito as well, even though my copy also says Ocean. I don't know if they developed it or were part of the publishing. I really don't know. It's a platformer, and the thing that makes it hard is it becomes like a maze really fast. That wouldn't be so bad by itself, but the thing is, there's a time limit, and you find yourself stressing a lot about the time limit, even though the only thing happens when it runs out is this devil is trying to kill you.
and you can kinda avoid them somehow, but the time limit is, the levels aren't as mazy because sometimes you can do this tiny little extra jump which kinda allows you to jump like through ceilings and stuff, but it is just so hard. The story is that this walrus kidnapped the people of your species in the zoo, even though that it was stated that by the end of the arcade game, I think, it was like a leopard seal, and in the ocean ports they transformed it into a walrus. The graphics are okay, sometimes confusing, which is annoying since it becomes so maze-like, but one of the most challenging games out there, I think.
And finally here is my personal number one most difficult game. I love this game, it is one of my favorite games. The graphics are amazing, it looks funny and it makes you want to play it. The thing is, it makes you want to play it, but it gets hard fast, really fast, and it's one of those games where skill will acquire and you will play better in the meantime, but it's hard. The thing is, the game is Block on the Super Nintendo. It was developed by Software Creations and published by Tradewest in 1993 in America, by Nintendo in Europe and by Activision in Japan. Just this little guy who hates fleas, and fleas have taken over the island, and so you go around the island defeating the fleas. The little gimmick about this game is you fight with your members, like your arms and your legs, and you shoot them at the enemies. And if you lose all your members, you bounce around on your corpse, your torso. You can lose your members. If you lose your member, you have to fight with one last member, which will be stuck somewhere around the level on a code rack thingy. I don't know how you call it in English, that you put in the closet. You can get your members back. This whole top 10, I really want to finish all of these games, but this one is really high up. I love this game so much. You get special power-ups like flamethrowers, shotguns, and motorcycles, I think even. I haven't played it in a long time. I haven't tried it recently. And I just love Block so much and I want to finish it. Block is also one of those games, I tried it on easy to see if I could beat it on easy. But the thing is, if you choose easy, the story gets cut short, which is why I never pick easy normally. I always pick normal because you have the chances when you pick easy that they cut the game like in half or stuff like that. Not only do they make it easier for you, you don't get the full game. So I never pick easy, but I tried so many times on normal that I picked easy and I couldn't even get the whole game because it got cut short. I don't even remember if I was making a point with this. Doesn't matter. So that was my top 10. My personal opinion, top 10. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Games are supposed to be difficult. It's what makes gaming fun. As you could have noticed in this top 10, there were a lot of NES games. It's safe to say that the NES games had some of the hardest titles out there. Difficulty can be seen in different ways. Some of the games I have in there are because there are lack of save points, lack of skill, lack of gameplay, name it. And you should always challenge yourself in game. A game is not fun when it's too easy. So if you guys want my personal recommendations, you see, I could say take the games from my list because they are difficult, but it doesn't work like that. Every person grows up in a different way. Real life talk right now, okay? You have different reflexes, different observation skills, different way of processing certain events in your brain, and those things put together make certain games difficult for you and others not, which is why lists like this differ so much. So I would say give these games a try. Maybe you'll like them, and maybe you hate them. Maybe you hate them because you find them too easy. Maybe you hate them because you find them boring, but I would say give all of these 10 games a try. Because I know that before I die, I want to at least finish these 10 games. That would be cool. And I will keep trying. But since I moved and I don't have all my crap here right now, I can't play any of these games. And I want to play them on the real console. Okay, the camera shook there a little bit. I'm sorry, that was. So, I hope you guys liked it. And tell me what your games are. Stay real.